Hello and welcome to another very special episode of the Sales Ops Demystified Podcast. And today is a very special one because for the first time ever, we have two people on the show. We actually did have two people in the office in an episode back a couple of years ago, but now this is the first virtual three people in an interview. Today we're joined by two representatives from the Sales Ops team at a company called PhoneTrack. So we have Manfrim Antonio, who I believe is a Sales Ops senior, shall we say, but then we also have Mayara Ferre, who is the Sales Ops junior within the team. So I'm super excited to dig into the sales operation at PhoneTrack. Guys, welcome to the show.
Hello, Tom. We're glad to be here.
So it would be great to understand how both of you made your way into sales operations. And so if you could give us a brief overview of how that happened for each of you, and then we'll jump into the questions.
Of course. So I'm a production engineer, and then I worked a few years in the industry. But you know how industry is, right? So it's very much bureaucracy, it's delayed to make some improvements and test new ideas. You always need to several improvements from the hierarchy, right? And then I started to study startups, innovation, and product management. And then one day, and a friend and his two partners were launching startups, right? And then he called me to help it to grow it, to extract it. And then it was a very interesting time when I learned about a lot about innovation, startups, marketing, and management. And at the time I was responsible for everything from sales metrics to sales metrics, customer success, and finance. It's all about me in the whole company. So the two partners are referencing innovations in management in Brazil, right? And one of them is the most influential economist in Brazil. So I had a huge learning experience. But I was not yet in an environment where I felt at home, right? So a friend referred me to a sales ops spot at PhoneTrack, where I've had previously helped enter that. And she recommended me to talk with the human resources and the CEO. And it was very cool. And we, when the ideas hit, the work environment was great, and I felt like a good energy. Since then, I am in the company, growing, and I'm very happy. It's an environment where I'm very motivated to start to learn, test ideas, and the company is helping and it motivates me to grow.
Amazing, thank you. And Mayara, over to you.
And so I've been working at PhoneTrack as sales ops with Daniel. I started in the company in February. And nowadays I am the sales ops responsible for ABM, account-based marketing. And it is a new strategy to us inside the company. And because we began in May. So I'm still building the foundation of the operation, set up the process, metrics, and KPI. So about my educational and personal background, I have a bachelor in environmental engineer, and I've already worked in a cement factory, also in the commercial department. And after I've done exchange in Finland and Germany to over the university. And when I got back to my hometown, I applied for this job and I was accepted. And I've been super happy here.
Amazing. Now, can we understand a little bit more about the sales operation of PhoneTrack? Each of you two, and how many reps are you supporting?
Okay, so we now our team is made by 4. So it's me, Mayara, and so we have a squad from agencies, enterprise and SMB base. So Mayara is responsible for enterprise squad. Patrice is responsible for a marketing agency in the squad. I'm leader in them, and I have a sales enablement who work to coach the reps team. So we have I believe 12 helps team today. We work with SDRs, account executives, and farmers too.
Got it. Cool. And what is the current sales ops tech stack that you guys are running?
Okay, today we are running with this HubSpot for most of them, HubSpot for sales and marketing for ABM. For inbound marketing, we use RD Stations, a company from Brazil. Leads to bids or company from Brazil too, and for prospecting, to make candidacies. And it's Love.io to get email from prospects. That Studio to create some dashboards of SaaS and customer success metrics, and use Power BI for system usage data. And it's a new company from Brazil called Carox we use it for implement for enablement. Very nice tool for code. Very nice for the team of sales.
Got it. Awesome. Now, I'd like to understand a little bit about your current work and how you may have improved the productivity of one or more sales reps in the past few months or within the past year.
Okay, so, today we are in a very interesting time, right? Because of the pandemic station, everybody, pandemic season, we are really, it's a challenge, right? It's become really, the first month is very different for us. So it's very challenging for us because of the adaptation of the home offices, changing the communications, not going to have the team on the side celebrating each sales, keep them motivated, united is indeed a challenge. Just only for us as a team of ops, but the sales team too. So, in Ops, we started to work in a sprint. We never had worked with a sprint before, and it was very interesting. It had become more optimized. The communications get better. The priorities get really clear for everyone, So the production, you get at the end of the week, you say, okay, why I'm getting the right at the end of the week, and why it's a successful week, right? So the sprint help us to get there. So it's a very, very interesting thing. But you have to make some actions day by day and weekly to keep the people motivated because of this pandemic season and everybody working from home. It's very challenging, but I believe that we had a little success in that because the company make a weekly Friday they came and go, that is the update of the week, that's the challenges, that's where we're going, that's our objective now. So it's getting very clear for everyone where we are going, how we are doing, and that's the most important thing today, right? That's it in the team. So this sprint really change everything the way we are working before, right?
Over the past few weeks, we've spoken to 100 sales leaders around the world to understand the impact of COVID-19 on revenue. And we've combined these insights into one single report that covers the immediate impact, the commercial outlook, the tech stack that you need, and actionable advice for sales leaders. You can claim this whole report completely for free if you go to ebster.com/COVID. That's ebster.com/COVID. Got it. Daniel, can you try and stop moving the laptop while you speak because it's making noise for the camera? Okay. No worries. Cool. Okay. You mentioned about keeping people inspired and productive while they're working at home. Has there been anything that you've specifically done for remote salespeople that's helped them sell more?
Yeah, okay. So I'm really like of meditation, right? I do this every day, at least 20 or 30 minutes a day. And I believe that today how people is getting more lonely, feeling more lonely, right? We need to keep them feel, okay, we are here to you, we are close to you, we are here. So I like to be, giving them some inspiring things, some inspirations, motivated things that YouTube channel, something that, inspire them. And I believe we created a drive page so we can give some education, some things for them to study, not only for professionals, but personal things too. And that helped them to improve not only professional, but personally too.
Got it, makes sense. Have you had to significantly change the sales forecast based on COVID-19? And if yes, are you now coming back more to normal?
Yeah, so the first month was terrible for us. Okay, we didn't know what to do. There's a lot of churn. It's a lot of bonification we had to do with customers. But in the second month, okay, let's do this. Let's try another thing. Let's think. The life cycles gets bigger, but in the second month, you get the best cycle of sales cycles in the history. For inbound, it's getting from 30 days to 7 to 8 days. So it's incredible because the marketing is starting to work in the way that, okay, we are here to help us. Our products help you to get what you need. You need to be on digital space. You need to get digital marketing. We are here to help you. So with this strategy, we could increase our life cycle and optimize our life cycle and get more results. In the third month, we already are growing 5% almost. So yeah, it's a very difficult time. We have to change our forecast. Was about 3 months for, makes 6 months for enterprise, for example. It's 6 to 1 month, right? 6 months to 1 year. But for the first month we got where are we? But now at the third month we are now going to fourth. It's okay. Okay, to secure, let's say that.
Got it. Cool. Do you guys have? I'd like to learn more about the sales forecasting process. How do you forecast, and what is the process for that?
Okay. So yeah, the forecast should have for 3 months. We make a forecast for 3 months, which serves the pipe as a probability of closing, where the sales multiplied by this probability forecast given us according to close dates predicted by the account. Right? About 3 market focuses, which is marketing agency, SMBs, enterprise, in which where the main ones today is the automotive, real estate, it's and insurance companies. Which of them has a different sales cycle? So each squad responds on the data. For us, the expansion revenue, for example, is the main one. It's the 6% of our new revenue comes from them. So we have a very strong focus on customer service and marketing agents. We have farmers to have developed the account more strategic way in our partner program for the agency marketing agencies. And I can say that our after sales service is a different product for competitors. And in this pandemic moment, it's one of the factors that help us to continue growing even now. So in the we use dashboards from HubSpot to give us this forecast, multiply for the step and the probability of the step they are into, that you are into.
Got it. And then finally, well, not finally, but second last question. If you could only measure one sales-related metric for the rest of your career, which would you choose?
Maybe I don't believe in just one metric, right? I believe that the metrics need to talk to each other. They need to have a conversation, because if you look just one, you have just give yourself just a tiny vision of the whole. You don't have the vision. If I can give you at least two, that is the conversion rate of the funnel and the actives by the reps. Because to make the conversions, you need to be activities, for example, right? For example, when you measure the callers by SDRs, right? So how many callers they have to do to schedule a meeting to presentation of the product. So you don't grow a tree to have at least a medium vision of the whole, right?
Got it. Makes total sense. And then final question is for both of you. Who has inspired you or educated you the most in sales operations?
Okay. So for me, I believe that the sales acceleration formula, do you know that?
Yeah, it's a good
very book. Nice book. It's a very incredible book that I think everyone should read it. And it's called from Mike Roberts. And I don't know, it's very responsible about sales, hiring, optimization. And I like very much of Andrew Grove, who is a high output management. That brings a vision of productions from industry to sales and analytical process, but also bring the side of leadership, where the result of the leader is what the followers do. So these are the people that I learn very much and admire the most. And for Mayara?
For me, it's the same, mainly in sales acceleration formula, because I work with metrics. So, and this book and say a lot about that. Yeah, and is that. And Daniel is my mentor to grow up in my career. And I think it's that.
So we're giving all the credit to Daniel.
Yes.
Got it. Awesome. Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much for coming on. It was an absolute pleasure. It was interesting to see sales operations from not just the single person leading the team. It also seems like you guys are doing some really good work to help the remote reps be productive and actually keep selling. And then I'm also really pleased to hear that things are picking up again after the virus shutdown. So, guys, I want to thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, Tom. Very glad to be here. And just the final phrase here is, it's not just process, it's about people. So to process to work, we need people to believe in it, to make this work. So don't look just the process, look for the people too.
And we'll finish with that. It's not about the process, or it's not just about the process, it's also about the people. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you, Tom.